What's going on there, YouTube?
What's up out there, YouTubers?
We are back.
Yup.
Gotham is back.
Yup.
And this is episode 11, and the name of it is Mr. Freeze. What did we think about this episode? I actually really liked it. I think that the incarnation of Victor Freeze that they actually picked for this one, which is not like the comics, because the other one, you know, progresses a little bit later on. I think I really like this incarnation of Victor Freeze because he's really different. Like, I mean, like, you understand his motivations, which I guess that embodies Victor Freeze, you know, from the cartoon series and the comics, not the terrible movie, which is Batman and Robin. But I really like this one. I don't know, what did you think about Mr. Freeze in this episode?
Oh, man, yeah, I liked it too. I like his character, the way he did his character. Because you can relate to him, so you can see, like, okay, this is why he became a villain.
Yeah, yeah. And not just that, like, he's got this attitude only when it comes to his wife. And his wife plays a really key factor in this. I forget the actress's name, but she was actually in the show that I really like called Being Human. And it's really evident this woman is dying, you know, and it's like he's doing everything he possibly can, which is kind of like, you know, unworldly, the leaps and bounds that he's doing for it. But it's almost justified in the sense. It's just when people get in his way of trying to protect her, it's like, mm-mm. And I think that Jim can relate to that because Jim's done that. He's done that for Barbara. He's done that for Lee. And matter of fact, he just did that with killing Theo Gallivant. But the other side of this episode is the fact that Gordon basically, you know, is trying to keep his secret that he killed Theo Gallivant, and he aided and abetted Penguin. And that's going to have some interesting ramifications. But what did you think about that side of the arc? I guess even with the captain now kind of having him on the radar, I guess.
I mean, definitely the lines are being blurred here as far as different characters' relationships.
Yeah.
And, you know, what's right and what's wrong. And not only that, but just the judicial system in Gotham City. Penguin had said something to Gordon while in Theo Gallivant's penthouse while they were like pretty much apprehending him. He was like, "Do you really think, you know, that he's gonna be processed and whatever it is gonna stick?" So, I mean, and with that being said, it's like being Gordon, you know, clearly like Theo's like, you know, a bad guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, what do you do in that situation? And, or is he, you know, even though he went about it the wrong way, was he justified?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it justice that was, you know, it came from what he did?
So, yeah, so I mean, it's very interesting. It's interesting to see how this is all gonna play out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I guess the last part of this is the fact that Bruce and Alfred didn't make an appearance in this episode at all. I thought that was really interesting because they wanted to make sure they refocus, I guess, with Gordon and with Bullock. And I really love their chemistry. It's always really interesting to watch. But Penguin and Enigma, they got some interesting dynamics going on because Penguin is in a bad situation now. New player in town, Hugo Strange, he's got a lot of fingers in a lot of different pots. And now, basically, he's going to have control over Penguin in a big way. That's all I can really say without spoiling anything. How did you think about his character in this episode?
It was definitely... Because, I mean, I don't really know much about his character, but from what I've seen, I mean, he definitely poses a threat.
Yeah.
To Penguin at this moment. Definitely. If you watch the episode, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty clear cut. Pretty much clear cut.
Things are about to go down real serious. And that other thing, last thing I'll say is disclaimer on this episode. There's some seriously gory stuff that happens in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
true.
there was a couple shock moments, specifically with Victor Freeze stuff that he does, as well as what happens in Arkham. That now the state of Arkham, how it is right now. And I was like, that's a huge shock factor for me. They're always raising the bar with Gotham. That's what I love about the show. I actually give this episode a 9 out of 10. What'd you give it?
I'll give it an 8.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best, but for it to come back, and me, in my head, I was thinking, man, they're going to terribly, bring up, why is even Mr. Freeze even here? They made it work in the realm of this universe, and I have to commend them on that, so congratulations, Gotham, for that one. But we'll be back next week. Hopefully y'all enjoyed our non-spoiler review for Gotham. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Peace, everybody.
Deuces.